Shake, 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 Sinora, shake it all the time.
When you add a shake of Frank's Red Hot, you open a world of better. A world where wings bring out the flavor of game day any day, and where buffalo chicken dip takes any party up a notch. It's the perfect blend of flavor and heat. Frank's Red Hot. I put that on everything.
Hey, good evening, and welcome to the Night Owl. And happy October. We are winding down, and October is coming to a abrupt close, but I still want to make sure we enjoy this ride while we're still on it. Content may contain adult language and scenarios that may not be suitable for all audience members, so listeners' discretion is always advised. With that being said, sometimes your ability to get inside the mind of another person indicates your ability to become that person. Lock your doors, check your windows, and get comfortable, because you won't be sleeping tonight. I give you Playing Detective. Being a detective means you have the ability to detect. That's what the title implies. But I'll admit, some things go unnoticed. Some things are just out of your peripheral that you miss it. Well, the case goes cold because of that. October is usually the season for a lot of ghosts. Literally and figuratively. People go missing, and their spirits want to be found. We've had mediums and clairvoyants and psychics on call with us. Some are a crock of shit. Others get close, but not quite. The idea that people are that bored or disturbed to want to go on a homicide call blows my mind. Just to see a body. I asked my therapist if they believed in true evil. They said yes. And that made me feel better because honestly, I've seen some things that would always make me wonder, how could someone be capable of such things? If I myself would be. You don't understand because you're not them. And don't try to understand because when you do, you become them. That's what my therapist told me. And too often, people try to get into the minds of people capable of things that they lose their own mind along the way. It gets misplaced and substituted for the psychos. I can tell if someone has the propensity to do some very bad things. Always. This is not what I learned from the Force. That just enhanced it. It's something that was always there. I knew growing up, I knew that the guy my mom was dating was up to something. He just felt off to me. He was a white-collar criminal and really good at it. We didn't have much beyond my grandpa's inheritance, and I guess that piqued his interest enough to try to set the house on fire with us in it and make it look accidental. True evil. I got a new partner. We were both the youngest on our team. Having someone in the mix that you can level with goes a long way, especially on those long nights. He's very perceptive and aware, and a part of me wondered if he was like me, a weirdo. We worked side by side on scenes, and we'd gather what clues we found if the case seemed like a hefty one. He always knew the spots to look. I'd watch him from afar sometimes just so I understood how good he actually was. We started cracking more cases because of it too. There was no egos here. I'd let him lead a lot of cases because I trusted him to always find the things that were most important to the case. He was always very much about teamwork and asking questions, and I appreciated that because up until this point, I preferred working alone, due to the fact that people were more concerned with their egos than getting to the bottom of things. Giving a grieving family some sort of peace. The case seemed to get worse as it got closer to Halloween. We were busy. We'd been telling this guy for some time. My partner thinks he's starting to get a sense of his pattern. And that's good. Scary, but good. The thought of coming face to face with this monster gave me mixed feelings. I knew my partner was determined to get this guy because sometimes he'd already arrived to the scene before me. He'd wait for me, but would always be ready to go in as a team. I appreciated that about him because I knew him well enough that he wouldn't do anything shitty to just get ahead of me. This guy either watches a lot of cop shows or he knows someone who is in law enforcement. Whoever he is, he was thorough, clean, and a bit of a professional. The victims were never left messy. Sometimes they looked like they were asleep or sitting up watching TV. Kind of like the dummies they use in our training to become a cop. You walk into a room and a scene is set. They'd give you very common scenarios. And I remember those dummies looking so damn real. The killer made these people look so much like those dummies. It was hard to tell if they were even human sometimes. Always a minute too late, I said. Yeah, but we're getting close. How can you be so sure? I'm not denying him. He's actually right. Because he has no idea that he's in the room with the guy. Guys, stay tuned because Halloween got so much in store for you. And I'm really going to try to do my best to make these experiences something worth tuning into, whether watching and or listening. But in the meantime, I hope you have an amazing weekend. And my movie is premiering in theaters this weekend. Voodoo Macbeth. You could check out if you're in LA and in New York. And eventually, this movie will be spreading out to more theaters. But yeah, if you're looking for something to do this weekend, go check out Voodoo Macbeth and get to see your boy doing his thing. In the meantime, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Sleep tight.